Hi, everybody. These are the directions today for your character foldable. Today, you are going to choose a main character from your book or story, and it needs to be a book that you can have access to, that you can read today, because you are going to need to use that book to help find evidence in the text. It can be Wonder, it could be the book that you're currently reading. I also have some picture books on my table that you could probably read and do this task as well if you wanted to, that they're short enough that you could read the book, choose the main character, and then use that book for your task. So, you're going to talk about the main character today. We've been talking about story elements in our mini lessons this week, and characters are a big part of our story elements. Without characters, we really wouldn't have a story at all. And characters can be described by using their traits. Traits are those ways that the author describes the character about who they are and what they look like. There are outside traits. Those are physical traits, things that we can see, what the character looks like, how tall they are, how short they are, what their hair color is, all those kinds of things that are on the outside. But we also have inside traits. That's the thoughts of the character. We can learn how the character feels and what they think by their actions and their words. And often, when we think about character traits, we usually come up with words like nice or mean or sad. For example, we would say August is nice, or summer is nice, and Julian is mean. Well, today I want us to look beyond those general words, those words that we've used forever. They're tired. We need to change those into fresh words. And so today on your task on slide number 2, I have this character traits list. In gray, I have some words that say nice and mean and sad, positive, negative, confident, nervous, does a lot, does very little. And I want you to not use the words that are in the gray boxes, but choose words that are synonyms from there. When you think about Summer, I think about her being very considerate. I think about her being very friendly, and I think about her being very respectful. All three of those character traits we can see in Summer because of the way she treats August, how she speaks to him, and how she includes him in her life. So today, instead of just saying the generic, tired words, nice, mean, that way, let's use this list to come up with really fresh character trait words. So, what is your project going to look like? Your project is going to look like the ones that have been hanging in the hallway this week. You are going to get a template that you are going to use to fill out 4 character traits about your character. So, the front of your project is going to have your character name, 4 traits, and the book title that it came from. And in the middle, you're going to draw the character. So, for this example, we have Stand Tall, Molly Lou Mellon. And on the inside, we have Molly Lou Mellon, or on the outside, we have Molly Lou Mellon in the middle where the character has been drawn. And this particular person said that Molly Lou Mellon is quirky, confident, determined, and cheerful. Well, then on the inside, they're going to open this up and they wrote down examples of how she was quirky, confident, determined, and cheerful. That's what you're going to do on yours. You're going to provide text evidence to support those character traits. So for quirky, this student said that she is weird in her own way. For confident, she went against Ronald Durkin in football, the bully. For determined, she saw that she could stack 10 pennies on her buck teeth, and she was right. And she's cheerful, she's always happy, and she doesn't let anything get into her way, even when things don't look right. Here's another example. This book was Amazing Grace, and this person said that Amazing Grace was active and bold, she was positive. And I love this because on the example for bold, she says that Grace becomes Peter Pan even though she was a girl and is black. Usually, boys play the role of Peter Pan. And Grace went out of her comfort zone and she was bold. And I love that about Amazing Grace. And so, this character on the front is the picture that this student drew with the 4 character traits and then the text evidence on the inside. So let's review our directions again. On the front, you're going to draw an image of your character on the front, write 4 character traits that describe your character, and on the inside, you're going to write the text evidence from the story that supports that trait, an example of when they showed that trait. I want you to remember that we're not going to use those boring old words like nice and mean and kind and sad and happy. We're going to use new, fresh words from our list right here on character traits. They can be ones from the outside and they can be ones from the inside as well. Okay. Then when you're finished, you're going to mount it onto a piece of construction paper. You're going to glue it onto a piece of construction paper and we'll hang them outside. All right. Let's see what you can do.